Have you ever journeyed overseas? If so, which country did you visit?
Yes, I have. I traveled to the United States last year with my family.
Where is that nation situated?
The USA is situated in North America.
A friend. Who is your closest friend?
It's Emma, she's my closest friend.
How would you describe her appearance?
She has brown hair that falls to her shoulders and her smile is just radiant.
When and how did you two meet?
We first met back in high school.
How frequently do you spend time with her?
I see her every day since we're in the same class.
What kind of person is she?
She's incredibly considerate and understanding. Whenever I face difficulties, she's there to support me without fail.
Do you and she have common interests?
Yes, plenty. We both enjoy shopping and playing sports.
What activities do you two engage in together?
We often study together and share our love for reading books.
Have you ever had disagreements with her?
Yes, but they're rare. When we do argue, it seems to deepen our understanding of each other.
Do your parents approve of her?
Yes, they adore her. They often invite Emma over for dinner.
Why do you think having a friend is important?
A good friend can significantly enrich your life. Loneliness is something nobody wants to endure.
What subjects did you study in school?
I learned mathematics, chemistry, physics, biology, geography, history, literature, English, visual arts, and music.
Which subject did you enjoy the most during your school days? Were you proficient in it?
I found biology the most engaging, although I excelled in literature.
Was the textbook written in English or another language?
The textbook was in English.
Who was your instructor for that subject?
My teacher was Mr. Smith, originally from the USA.
How did that subject benefit you?
It greatly contributed to my career choice as a biology educator.
How frequently did you have classes for that subject?
Biology classes were scheduled 5 times a week.
How much time did you dedicate to studying that subject at home?
I typically spent about 2 hours daily studying biology at home.
Did you ever participate in additional classes for that subject?
Yes, I did. I often attended supplementary evening classes.
Is it crucial to excel in both humanities and sciences?
No, it isn't necessary. Students should focus on subjects aligning with their interests and career aspirations.
2. Newspaper. What are the advantages of reading a newspaper?
Newspapers can expand your knowledge across a wide array of topics without the necessity of physical travel.
How frequently do you engage with it?
I make a point to read it daily.
When do you find it most beneficial to peruse the newspaper?
I find the morning, as I begin my day, to be the optimal time.
What genres of magazines do you typically explore?
I usually delve into publications covering politics, lifestyle, and travel.
Which magazine do you favor?
My preference lies with The Economist, as it offers insights into various realms: politics, economics, technology, culture, and finance.
Do you consume printed newspapers or online news?
I lean towards online news platforms for their convenience and cost-effectiveness.
What is your approximate monthly expenditure on purchasing a physical newspaper?
Since I only acquire a monthly subscription, The cost is relatively modest, around $5 per month.
What is considered the most widely read magazine in your nation?
Forbes magazine enjoys considerable popularity, esteemed for its authoritative coverage of business and finance.
Given the ascendancy of the Internet, do you anticipate the eventual obsolescence of newspapers and magazines?
Regrettably, it appears inevitable that they will eventually fade into obsolescence.
3. A memorable event. How many gatherings have you attended this year? What were they focused on?
I've attended more than 10 events this year, mostly related to education.
Which event stands out as the most memorable?
The most memorable was an international education conference where I learned about various European universities offering study abroad programs.
Was it held indoors or outdoors?
It took place indoors.
Who organized the event?
The education department of the Civic Center organized the event, while the universities featured were the sponsors.
Who accompanied you to the event?
I went with friends who also wanted to study abroad.
What presentations were there at the event?
The event mainly featured speeches by university representatives introducing their institutions and answering questions from students.
Was the event televised?
No, it wasn't televised, but TV ads were promoting it.
How would someone promote an event?
Utilizing social media is an effective way to promote an event.
4. A museum. What kind of museum is popular in your country?
In our country, historical museums tend to be the most favored.
What is the most renowned museum in your country?
That would be the National Museum, situated in the capital city.
What distinguishes it?
It houses an extensive collection of historical artifacts, artworks, and cultural treasures.
How frequently have you visited that museum?
I've been to the museum twice.
What do you typically do when you go to a museum?
I usually listen to the guide's explanations and jot down important details.
How did you feel after your museum visit?
The experience was enriching, and I absorbed a wealth of knowledge in just a few hours.
Why do you think museums are important in preserving history?
Museums play a crucial role in safeguarding and presenting a nation's history, ensuring it remains accessible to future generations.
5. A favorite movie. Do you typically watch films at home or in a cinema?
I usually watch movies on my laptop, and sometimes I catch them in the theater.
Do you find watching movies in theaters more captivating than at home?
You get to experience vibrant visuals on a big screen with immersive sound effects.
How frequently do you visit the cinema?
I usually go to the movies every weekend.
What's your preferred movie genre? Which film of that genre do you enjoy?
I love comedies because they help me forget my worries. One of my favorites is the Johnny English series.
Was that film based on a book?
No, the story revolves around humorous real-life situations.
Who stars in the movie?
The main character is played by Rowan Atkinson, a British actor.
Was it recommended by someone close to you?
Yes, a classmate recommended it to me.
Was the film in your native language or English?
It was in English, but subtitles were available.
Do you think children should watch violent movies?
I don't think so. Young minds are impressionable, and exposure to violence can have negative effects.
What's the key element of a great movie?
I believe a compelling plot and talented actors are crucial factors for a movie's success.
6. A foreign country. Have you ever journeyed overseas? If so, which country did you visit?
Yes, I have. I traveled to the United States last year with my family.
Where is that nation situated?
The USA is situated in North America.
What is it renowned for?
The USA is celebrated for its cultural achievements and iconic landmarks.
What are the distinctive cuisines and beverages of that nation?
There's a wide variety. The country is known for its fast food, dairy products, and diverse range of beverages.
What do you appreciate about that nation?
I appreciate the dynamic lifestyle and the rich tapestry of subcultures.
How populous is that nation?
The United States of America had a population exceeding 324 million in 2016, constituting 4.3% of the global population.
What language is predominantly spoken there?
The primary language is English, although Spanish, French, German, and Chinese are also commonly spoken.
Would you like to revisit that country?
Certainly.
What motivates people to travel abroad?
They seek to explore new destinations, immerse themselves in different cultures, and perhaps pick up new languages along the way.
Would you describe yourself as someone who enjoys social events?
Yes, I do. I enjoy attending parties. I like meeting friends, chatting, and having a good time.
When do these gatherings typically begin and end?
The timing varies based on the type of gathering. Generally, evenings from 8:11 p.m. are ideal for most parties.
Where are these events typically held?
Parties can take place indoors or outdoors. Formal events like weddings or housewarmings are usually indoors, while informal gatherings like picnics or barbecues can be outdoors.
What attire do you usually opt for when attending such events?
For informal gatherings, I usually wear casual attire like a t-shirt and jeans, while for formal occasions, I dress up in appropriate attire.
What activities typically occur at the gatherings you attend?
At parties, people engage in conversation and enjoy food and drinks, and some may even network for business opportunities or new connections.
Do you partake in alcoholic beverages at these events?
Yes, I enjoy a moderate amount of beer or other drinks at parties.
Is it customary for guests to bring anything to these gatherings?
While it's not mandatory, guests sometimes bring gifts as a gesture of appreciation for the host's hospitality.
What attracts people, especially the younger generation, to these gatherings?
For many, it's a chance to unwind and socialize after a busy day or week. It provides an opportunity to relax and enjoy the company of friends and acquaintances.
8. A teacher. Who is your preferred instructor?
My favorite is Ms. Sarah. She teaches English.
Is she an international educator?
Yes, she hails from the United States.
What do you appreciate about her classes?
I'm drawn to her American accent, and she always brings fresh perspectives beyond the textbooks.
How would you describe her?
She's not only knowledgeable but also approachable. She treats us more like friends than mere students.
What's her usual attire for class?
She typically wears a gray suit when she teaches.
Do you have a fondness for her subject?
Yes, I find English quite enjoyable.
Do your classmates hold the same regard for her?
Yes, everyone in our class respects her.
Do you aspire to follow her career path?
No, although I admire her, my aspirations lie elsewhere. I dream of becoming a chef.
Have you ever faced consequences from her?
No, she seldom imposes punishments.
Would you like to meet her again?
She's a fantastic mentor.
10. A hotel. What is your preferred hotel? Where is it situated?
My favorite is the Grand Hotel, a luxurious establishment located in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam.
How did you become acquainted with this hotel?
I discovered it while researching accommodations online before my trip to Vietnam. It stood out as one of the top-rated hotels in the area.
Why did you opt to stay at this particular hotel?
I was drawn to its impressive architecture, and the glowing reviews online further convinced me of its quality.
Is it situated near the beach?
No, Ho Chi Minh City is not situated along the coastline.
Does it attract a considerable number of tourists?
Yes, it appears to be quite popular. During my stay, it was fully booked.
What kind of room did you reserve, and what amenities were provided by the hotel?
I booked a standard double room, which came with amenities like air conditioning, a flat-screen TV, a wardrobe, and more.
What aspects of this hotel do you appreciate?
I particularly appreciate the hotel's facilities, such as the gym, swimming pool, and outdoor BBQ area. Additionally, I admire the lush greenery surrounding the premises.
Are the hotel staff courteous and helpful?
Yes, without a doubt. The staff members were all professional and attentive to guests' needs.
What is the nightly rate for a stay at this hotel?
It cost me approximately $250 per night.
Would you recommend this hotel to others?
Especially to friends planning a visit to Vietnam. I thoroughly enjoyed my experience there.